Hello, today's Sunday, and today I started reading The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I have been very highly anticipating this book to the point where I bought it like probably around a month ago, and it's taken me this long to pick it up because I've just been nervous to read it because I'm so excited for it. So yeah, I started it today. I'm up to chapter 6, which is basically right after the introduction of it all, and it's now beginning to describe her life story, and it's starting with her first husband. So I haven't started that part yet, but I just read the whole little beginning part. So it's pretty late in the day now. It's taken me a minute to pick this up because I'm so afraid that I'm gonna love it so much that it's just gonna consume my mind and everything about my life. But I'm really excited to get into it. So hopefully I'll read a little more later today, but I really wanted to vlog the experience, just kind of share my thoughts and see what my reaction's gonna be. So yeah, I'm super excited and I can't wait, and I'll let you guys know what I think when I read more. Hey y'all, it's another day in my life. I started reading more of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Here she is, and oh my god, this is gonna ruin me. Every single time I pick up this book, I'm nervous because I like it so much. I literally just have a crush on this book. That's what it is. I get butterflies every time I pick it up. This is where we're at so far. I'm going through her slowly. I'm taking my time, as I should, but essentially we're following the life of Evelyn Hugo. It essentially starts with this reporter who works with this magazine company and gets recruited by Evelyn Hugo to meet with her. And at this point Evelyn Hugo is an really older woman, in her 80s, and never does pieces like this. So she requested this specific woman, and that's kind of where you start in the book, with a woman being oh shit, and then going to meet Evelyn. Evelyn kind of surprises this girl by being hey, I don't actually want to do a piece with your magazine. I just want you to write my autobiography for me when I die. So this woman's okay, and she's dope. There's a little more than that, but essentially it ends up working out, and she's meeting with Evelyn and listening to her life story and taking notes. So at this point, we're on her second husband, Don, who is a piece of garbage. And what I'm really excited about is that we've finally met Celia St. James. So I knew going into this book that there would be a sapphic romance in addition to the 7 husbands. So I was really excited to meet Celia's character, and wow, I just really like their relationship so far, and I really like Celia's character. She's super just different than all the other actresses at that time, and she's just really down to earth and wants to be friends with Evelyn. And it's just really sweet, watching Evelyn kind of open up and become friends with someone for the first time. It's just so sweet. Now we're in this point of the story where they're at their movie premiere together, because that's how they met. They did the movie Little Women together. And so now they're at this movie premiere, and they're talking about who's gonna win awards, and the media is really focused on their friendship at this point. It's after the premiere, and one of Evelyn's other co-stars, Ruby, gets Evelyn alone and is you need to stop being this close with Celia. Why are you like this with Celia? I thought we were on the same page. We both don't like her because she's so good. We don't like her, okay? But obviously Evelyn doesn't feel this way anymore, and that's when Ruby reveals to her that Celia is a lesbian. And that's where I just ended in the chapter. And the last line of the chapter actually is I did not think, oh my god, my husband is cheating on me. I thought I have to find Celia. So yeah, basically like something happened with her husband and whatever, but clearly that's not where her priorities lie. She's like, I don't even care. I have to find Celia. And that's where I'm at right now, and it's just really, 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 really good. I love the writing style. I've highlighted like so much. Like there's just like giant parts that like the writing is just so beautiful, and especially like the way they like talk to each other. It's just like something really, really beautiful is forming, and I'm like worried that I'm gonna get my heart broken. Okay, but anyway, I've been having a really good time. I'm loving this, just like I thought I would. It's been, probably a good 5 minutes since I filmed, the last clip. I'm crying now, so if you can't tell, this book is really raising some, emotions in me. I talked a little bit about my thoughts, and I was, planning on calling my friend, doing some more stuff, and then I was like, no, I actually have to keep reading, I think. So I started reading again, and so anyway, yeah, I'm crying because I just got to a few sentences in the book that just like made me feel some type of way, and guys, I'm like not even that far into the book. Anyway, this was really fun. Gonna go back to the exact source that made me cry. So see you in a little bit.
Hello there. I have been reading The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo for quite some time. Guys, this book is addicting, and it's so good, and I'm just crying the whole time. Anyone else? Anyone else just sobbing the whole time they're reading this? I am 223 pages in. I think I honestly might read a little more, like at least another chapter or 5. This book is just so addicting, so compelling. I'm loving the way it's being told, because it's like almost like a biography, but not. And it's just really fascinating, so interesting to be in the mind of Evelyn Hugo and to like experience this life alongside her. Like that's what's just like so interesting, is like really being able to just like kind of understand what she's going through, because she's the one telling it, so you're kind of like living vicariously through her. I'm on, I guess this is husband 5. I'm gonna guess that I'm right. I think I'm right. I think I am on husband 5 now, and I really like that this book isn't what you would expect. Like, I went into this book kind of knowing a little bit of what it was going to be about, but if I didn't, like, wow, I would have been even more blown away. Like, I'm just loving where this is going. I love that it's not what you would think that it's about. You would just think that it's about, you know, this old Hollywood star and her 7 husbands, and sure, that's kind of what you're getting, but you're also really getting like the behind the scenes and like the nitty gritty of her life, like the good and the bad and the ugly and the heartbreak, and it is emotionally consuming. Okay, it's, oh god, I am really loving this so far. I've tabbed a bunch, I've highlighted so much. Like, I can't stop. I literally can't stop. I just really enjoy Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing. It's very succinct and to the point, and it doesn't like ramble on, but it also gives you like just enough detail and emotion. And wow, I've already cried. I've cried every time I've picked this book up, but I mean, I'm genuinely shocked that I've cried this much already, because I mean, it's not necessarily like sad as much as it's just so like touching and emotional. I really love Evelyn's character. I love Celia's character. There's a bug on my bed. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. My emergency toilet paper for crying next to my bed is really coming in handy right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay. Well, I'm not okay now. I'm not okay. Okay, I'm moving on. I swear, I'll get over this. I promise. Anyway, as I was saying, I love Evelyn's character. I love Celia's character. I love the character Harry, who is like her bestie. And it's just great. I mean, honestly, I was kind of worried almost that the sapphic romance was gonna be like too hyped and it was just gonna be like just sad, and I really was nervous about that, but it's not. It's good, it's wholesome. There's obviously sad moments, but like it kind of just like really makes it all the more beautiful, and I'm just loving this right now. So I'm very excited to keep going. Hi everyone, it's a new day / night. I have been reading more of this sucker. I am now on page 320, and I am really trying to convince myself to stop reading it tonight. I have about 60 pages left, and I've been really fighting myself to not finish this right now because I just don't want it all to end right now, and especially like the way the story is told, like things happen very quickly and it's kind of like a lot to digest at once. Like I started reading this and I was sobbing before, like genuinely just crying into the book, and then like I reached a point where I was like, okay, I'm actually really happy with where this is going. And it's kind of just like that the entire time. This book is just putting me through it. Like, honestly though, I feel like what's really sad about this story is just like the circumstance that she's in, where she's like this famous, really well-known woman, and she's worked hard to get to this place, and like she's been treated like shit because she's a woman in like the 60s in the entertainment industry, and she's just like given up so much of her life to have this, you know, dream life that she desired, but like she also can't like have what she really wants, which is true love. And now, you know, I'm at the end of the book now, you know, I'm very close to the end, and she's a lot older now. They're like in their 50s, and it's just like really pulling on my heartstrings. What's also just like so emotionally triggering about this book is the fact that she's a bisexual woman and she's, you know, in love with this gay woman, and they both just like literally can't be out. And you know, they go back and forth between being like, let's be out, but then like, no, we can't. Like, what if they arrest us? What if they put us in a mental hospital? What if they take away your kid? Like, there's just so much that they have to worry about. It touches on like at a certain moment they're in New York during like the Stonewall riots, and it talks a little bit about that and like how they like wanted to help and how they really couldn't, and all they could really give was their money. And they talk about like the AIDS crisis and how Ronald Reagan sat around and did nothing, and it just like talks about so many important topics in the queer community at this time in the world, and it's just like really emotional to go through. Like honestly, it's so emotional,
but it's such a good read. I'm really worried to finish this book because 1, I don't want it to end. 2, I'll never be able to experience it for the first time again. And 3, I know it's gonna be sad. Like, there's no way it's not gonna be sad. Like, even if it's kind of a happy ending, it's gonna be sad. Like, come on. Like, come on. Even though I'm anticipating a pretty sad and emotional ending, I am curious to see how everything's gonna wrap up in like the current time, because currently Evelyn's, you know, 80 and she's telling her life story to this writer. But every time the writer's point of view comes up, there's been like this kind of like ominous mystery that's kind of a part of it. Like, in this part, it says, I have no idea that in less than a week, Evelyn Hugo will finish her story and I'll find out what this has all been about, and I will hate her so much that I will truly be afraid I might kill her. What? Like, what's gonna happen? Then there was this other part where Evelyn was trying to convince Monique that she really wasn't a good person. She's like, I'm not a good person. Make sure the book makes that clear, you know? And then at one point, Monique is like, I don't know, like, you don't seem so bad, you know? And Evelyn goes, you of all people are going to change your mind about that, she says, very soon. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what is gonna happen? Because, you know, she picked this reporter specifically through her, like, employment, like, through her magazine, and, like, specifically wanted this woman. And no one knew why. And then when they met up for the first time, Evelyn was like, I read something you wrote once and I thought you were a good writer and I want you to write my book. And, you know, that just doesn't really seem like the whole picture. So I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen with them. But yeah, I have really, really been enjoying myself. I've been feeling a lot of emotions during this, and I'm really excited to see how it ends. Hi there, welcome to another beautiful day. I am going to finish The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo today, and I am very nervous, okay? I'm very nervous. Last night when I was going to sleep, I was having trouble going to sleep, and I couldn't stop thinking about this book. And specifically, like, I know there's one thing that I know about that's gonna happen at the end, because it's just like obvious that it's gonna happen, and I'm just like not emotionally ready, y'all. So yeah, I've pretty much just been putting this off all day because I'm literally anxious about finishing this book. Like, I'm just like, I don't want it to end and I don't want to be sad about the ending, but it's okay. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. I know that when I finish this, I will be complete. I will be a whole person once I finish this book. So yeah, I'm going to finish the rest of this and try not to get a headache from crying. Like, that's my ultimate goal. I just don't want to be sad. Y'all who have like already read this are like, you're stupid, you're about to be really sad. And I'm like, yeah, I know, okay. At least, like, I think I'm planning to reread Something to Talk About, which is a book that I read in my Sapphic reading vlog. I think I'm gonna reread that after this because I read it like really fast in 2 days and I really liked it. And I feel like it would just be like really nice to have after whatever shit this is gonna put me through, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm gonna get started. Wish me luck. Hey. Hey, y'all. I'm sobbing. Don't mind me. I'm like really feeling it. I'm like really going through it right now. This is actually happy tears. Believe it or not, this is actually happy tears. Oh God, I'm like, oh my God. I'm really not ready for what's about to happen. I'm like literally so sad about what's about to happen. Okay. Fair warning. This is not about to be pretty. This is not about to be a good look. I'm about to cry my eyes out. But don't mind me. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm literally so sad. Why is this happening? Oh my god, this is so sad. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so sad.
Alright. I need to lay on the floor for this. Alright, well, I just finished The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I am in pain, okay? I'm not okay. I just, like, don't even have words. I feel like, you know, the clips of me crying really say enough, you know? This book was just so good. It was so good. I already know it's gonna be 5 stars. I would give it 6 if I could. Like, god damn! This book was so good. Oh my god. It's just like one big, deep sigh, you know? Anyway, I really had the fucking time of my life reading this. I think everyone should read this. This was such a beautiful love story and such a beautiful, you know, life story. Like, this journey that we got to follow was just incredible. It was something I'm never gonna forget and I'm going to be thinking about for so long after this. Oh my goodness. Wow. Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, had such a good time. Highly recommend. It's painful, but it's so rewarding, and I really loved every second of it. It was such a beautiful read. Thanks for watching, sticking along, watching me cry like a baby. Hope you can get your hands on this and experience this joy and this madness. But for now, I'll leave you with that. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for hanging out. See you then. Bye, guys.